over at Talog Roofing here with Frankie. Say hi, Frankie.
Hello.
Wes wanted me to make this video, show everybody how, and some of you might know how to do this. If you have a hip roof, there's a way to shingle up the hip with using 2 shingles to get your step. And then we'll show you when you get to the end how to finish it to where you have no waste, no cleanup. You don't have to cut the tops off the shingles and cut an angle and cut the underlayment. So we're going to show you real quick. I'm going to turn my phone here, how to do it by watching Frankie. So he's got his first shingle on. Now he's going to put he's got his first shingle on, and the line on the shingle goes to where it meets the hip. You don't need to go past. It just needs to go where it meets the hip. Now he will put his second shingle on, get his stagger in there. He'll cut the shingle where the line meets the hip. And then he'll put that on, and you get your stagger, and the line meets the hip, or close to it. Now he starts with the next shingle. And he'll shingle up. Now you got your full shingle. Again, only has to meet line on the hip, and you got your stagger for your stair step. And now again, now he's starting again. Put the shingle on for a stair step. He'll cut the line at the hip. And then the piece will go on to the hip, and it doesn't have to be, it can be about within an inch or so. And then you don't have to cut these off. You can leave them because the cap will cover, and when he comes right this way, it finishes this way, he can cut them where each one of these shingles are at. He can cut it in line, same thing where it meets the hip, and these will flap over this, and he won't have to cut those off because the cap will cover. And now we'll go to the other side and show you how to finish it. Grab the pump. Never mind the roll of starter, it fell off here. And this person, we've yet to teach how to do this, so that's why this is like this. But when he finishes, here, Frankie, just run it over here like it's already been ran out. So say that's where your shingles now is running to. So he's going to put his next piece in. And he'll cut it. Again, he'll cut it at the hip or at that shingle line right there. Same thing. That always will meet the hip. Well, you might cut it. Come on, Frankie. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. So he'll leave that there. And then he would put the next shingle on. It would be something like that. And then the next piece will go on, and he'll cut that. Again, you don't want to leave it hang over, because then you get into a problem where it's going to cover the hip. So you always want to cut the little piece off at the hip line.
Much better if it's nailed.
Yes, this is much better if it's nailed, but we're trying to do a demonstration here. And then your next piece will go here, and he'll cut a piece to fit in there. Again, cutting it at the hip. actually be like this, Frankie. But the point is, when you get to where you have to fill little pieces in, because it doesn't quite make it to the hip, the pieces you cut off in order will fill in the top in order. So when you get done with a whole roof, you maybe have, for an entire roof, just a quarter bundle of waste if it's a whole hip roof. All you have to pick up trash is just a little pile of shingles at the end. You have almost no waste. It's probably, if for a guy that can shingle, let's say just 10 to 12 squares, it'll probably speed them up on a hip roof. It's probably good for 2 squares on average, but it is much faster, less waste. Your cap will cover. You don't risk cutting the underlayment if you're going to leave it overnight and risk having it leak. And it's just a faster, better, easier way to do hip roofs. All right, this is Chris Culver, Tadlock Roofing. This is Frankie, Tadlock Roofing. Thanks, guys.